Hello. Hey, welcome to our Pampered Chef party here on Sunday Funday. So happy to meet you. When you do take a watch at our cooking party, make sure you say hi. Tell me if you're watching live or in replay and what your favorite Pampered Chef product is. So today we're actually going to be making a risotto. It's just a super easy dish to do anytime. I'm going to be featuring the quick cooker, which is Pampered Chef's version of a pressure cooker. You can do all kinds of things with this guy. You can do a whole meal in one, and it comes, you can get it with our ceramic pot and be able to make a side dish on top. I love to make the like the main dish with vegetables and then rice or potatoes, something like that on top. You can also make desserts in this thing. So if you have a pressure cooker at home, or if you have a favorite recipe, please tell us, like, what do you love to cook in yours? If you have a quick cooker, I'd love to know what you think of it. For me, I was really nervous at first to use it because just kind of a knob. I was like, oh, I don't know, that sounds kind of scary, a little bit intimidating, if you will. But once I started, I just kind of, with the book that comes with it, so all of our power tools, like the air fryer and the blender that cooks and then the quick cooker, they all come with these little getting started cookbook kind of things that are just like for all the people who don't really know what they're doing, right? And so that's my story with Pampered Chef. I've been doing this now for 10 years, so I for sure have learned how to cook in many different ways, but I've learned through Pampered Chef. When I started, I was, I could make a box of mac and cheese. I could make eggs sometimes, and we loved Taco Bell and cereal for dinner. So that was kind of where we started. Today, I am so grateful to Pampered Chef for all the tools that have given me the experience of learning how to cook, with different dietary restrictions and being able to control what goes into my food for health reasons and all different kinds of things. So I'm so grateful for that. Anyway, today we're going to make this risotto, and because it's Sunday, and when this is our Sunday Funday for the Facebook party that I do every single week, which, by the way, I would love to invite you to invite your friends to watch one of the cooking show videos. So this is my response to not being able to go in home to local kitchens and gather friends for the last year or so. And so it's just been really fun to be able to meet people from all over the United States. So tell me where you're watching from. What state are you in, or what city? And I just love how you can connect to people all over. And basically, instead of doing in-home cooking shows, I'm bringing you into my home and doing the same kind of cooking show. The only problem, though, is that we can't eat together. So, however, if you are in the St. Louis area, I am starting to dip my toe back into doing in-home parties. So if that's something you and your friends would be comfortable with, I would love to come and actually feed you. That would be so fun. So we're going to get started today with our risotto. I'm just gonna take the lid off. This inner pot, it comes out. You can like saute and sear and things like that on here. If I was putting chicken in this dish, you would start with just the sear setting and get everything nice and heated up. A little bit of oil and seasoning. You can kind of toast the rice. In fact, let's go ahead and do that so you can see what that's like. This is our kitchen spritzer, which I don't have a use for, but I will show you how it works. It's one of my favorites. It has a fill line here. Put in like a high heat oil, pump the lid, and you don't ever have to buy the canned aerosol sprays again. And that's great, just not having to rebuy them or running out, but also it's just oil. There's no chemicals in there, so you don't have to worry about ruining your pans, making your nonstick not nonstick anymore, and chemicals in your food. So I mean, it's like a triple threat win. So it will spray just like it for quite a while. And then whenever you're done, you just let the pressure out, any remaining pressure, and you're ready for next time. Now, since I just need a little bit of oil, I'm gonna pour a little out. Get that nice and hot. And feature the crushed peppercorn and garlic rub, which is my favorite. And if you are watching on Sunday, and it is still Sunday Funday, we're glad for any time that you do watch the video, but if you're watching on Sunday Funday, I have a special offer. If you are watching with a host, then your orders today are gonna get a free gift from me, when you spend $80, you get to add on, right now it's a set of paring knives if you're watching in May, or if you're watching in June, you get to pick something else when you spend $80. And then at $130, I'm gonna add on a Pampered Chef rub. I think they're so underrated. They're so delicious. They're all gluten-free, MSG-free. Crushed peppercorn and garlic is my favorite. So if I don't hear from you and you spend $130, that's probably what you're gonna see on your order from me as a second gift. And then when you spend $150 anytime, Pampered Chef pays your shipping. You can imagine if you buy a pizza stone, for example, how much that costs to ship. If you go to the post office, it's like $16. But there's a flat rate of $7.95. Whatever you buy, doesn't matter how heavy it is, up to $149, $7.95. Doesn't matter if you buy a spoon or a whole bunch of stones. And then when you get to $150, Pampered Chef just waives the shipping altogether, which is amazing. Such a great shipping price. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this crushed peppercorn and garlic. It's already got a little bit of salt in it, a little bit of garlic, and the pepper. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's the best seasoning in my mind. I do like that Jamaican jerk though. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that. You can kind of hear that start to sizzle. Take one of these big scrapers. And by the way, if I use anything that you have at home, give it a shout out. Be like, I have that and I love that. And if at any point you're like, okay, I'm ready to look at the whole catalog, just say the word catalog in the comments. And no matter when you say that, I'll go ahead and come back later and give you the link. And the link that we have has a whole list of people who are hosting parties. So you just pick your friend off of there. If you don't have a friend that you're watching with, you can pick the Katie Pampered Chef Lady community. Right now we're doing a fundraiser, collecting orders for a fundraiser, and I do like a little giveaway for anyone that doesn't already have a host. All right, so in here we've got our fine mesh strainer. You can see it has a little thing that you can put it on your sink, let it drain. I've got risotto rice, which is a special kind of rice. It's just rice, gluten-free. It's called a burrito. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I've never heard a professional say it, but I rinsed this off so that it's nice and clean and doesn't get really starchy. And we're gonna put this right in the bottom of the quick cooker and give it just a little toast. Now risotto, if you do it on a stovetop, is actually a pretty impressive, like, wow, you can make risotto. It's like you have to stir the whole time. It's kind of a big deal kind of thing to do. But in the quick cooker or in our rock crock, anybody have one of our rock crock dishes? You can make this risotto in the microwave and it tastes better than any risotto I've ever had in a restaurant. So I highly recommend giving it a try either in the quick cooker or whatever you have at home. And then our rock crock for sure is a good option too. This recipe is on my website, so if you'd like the recipe, you can just say recipe, and I'll come back with the link to it so you can have all the different variations. This one is a very basic risotto recipe, and it gives you different options for like what you can mix in, and I'll show you what we're gonna mix in as well. Now it's 1 cup of rice, and you can use long grain or whatever rice you have too if you don't have the risotto rice, and 3 cups of water for this recipe. All right, so that is it. Now we don't have to stir it the whole time. You don't have to worry about anything after that. We're just gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna make sure that my seal is down, and we want this to build up pressure. Rice only takes like 5 minutes to cook in here. It does have a little bit of heat up time, so I'm going to go over to the white rice setting. That's the cool thing too, is that it has settings. You don't have to know how to cook. You don't have to know what you're doing. You just like push the button. And I will get that started. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna pressurize, heat up. The lid will be stuck on as it starts to build pressure, and when it's done, our little button will pop up and start counting down. So this is gonna cook. While that's happening, I'm gonna show you a few other products and prep some vegetables. So one of the sides that I'm gonna have with my risotto is some spiralized zucchini. And that's just a favorite of mine as a side dish. It's super simple to make, and I just love our spiralizer for the fun impact as well. Oh, by the way, this recipe that we're doing today typically does have a chopped onion in there. So we have 2 choppers that you can do onions with. This one, anybody have this one? It's like Pampered Chef miming. And then we have a small contained manual food processor that you pump the handle. So if you have either one of those, tell us how much you love it, because they're both fantastic. We are not doing the onions today just because our family is not eating onions right now. I mean, you know, I'm sure you all have picky people in your family as well, but the onions are great. I was just thinking about them because I like to spiralize my onions too for like fajitas and stuff. So our spiralizer here comes with 3 different types of noodles. You can do like ribbon, you can do fettuccine size, and you can do like angel hair, like super small. My favorite is the sweet potatoes. If you do sweet potatoes on the angel hair setting and then just flash stir fry them with some vegetables, such an amazing dish. Just about everyone that's eaten it at my house has loved it. And it's simple. You don't have to have regular noodles. It's like replacing this for that on the noodle side. Now with zucchini noodles, zucchini is made mostly of water, and so those can be really hard to get the right texture on. I prefer roasting my zucchini noodles that have been spiralized, but you can also do like a microwave steam version, and for that I love our microwave pasta maker. So it's in the Cozy Bowl set. I highly recommend that just so you have like handles, but this is what it looks like. It's a $25 item. When you order it, it helps your host, but you can use this for so many things. I love doing it for like steamed vegetables, but you know what we use this most for is like a box of mac and cheese. You just it fits the whole box in there. It's 10 minutes in the microwave. You don't have to worry about watching for boiling. We use it for canned as well. So if your kids are still in that, like, I want ramen, or I want the tomato sauce stuff, the SpaghettiOs or the ravioli, this will be a splatter screen as well. And when you have it in the bowl, you know, your kids can get it in and out of the microwave a lot safer as well. So that's a pasta maker. That's one of the ways I like to do my zucchini, but I'm actually gonna use a good old stone. So are you a Pampered Chef stoner? Do you have any stones at home? I would love to know if you're willing, show me a picture of how seasoned it's gotten. Pampered Chef came out last year with a new fusion stone. It's still totally natural. It's gonna become more nonstick over time, but it is the best of both worlds for those of you that hate the idea of not like putting soap on your stones. Pampered Chef's new fusion, the one with the fun design on the bottom, these are dishwasher safe, soap safe. You just rinse them real well, and they still over time will season. So what I do, and the other thing is that they are higher heat, so you can broil with them and leave them in your oven if you don't have the space to store them. So actually in my oven, I think you can still see this, we store the pizza stone. And I got these stones at the same time. All right, you can see the different seasoning, and the darker it looks, the better it cooks. So it becomes more seasoned over time. You can see here, like we've done cookies, we've done pizza. It catches all of the stuff that falls if we use just the rack, and it will season a lot quicker if you leave it in the oven. And now that we've got the new stone fusion, I wouldn't recommend leaving it in the oven if you don't have the newer version, but it is a really nice option. And when you're doing pizzas, you preheat it with the stone in there, and then it's nice and hot, and your pizza will get that nice crispiness on the bottom because it's already hot. So it's gonna cook a little bit there. I like to cook my pizzas on the lowest setting, the lowest rack, and then it gives it more time to get crispy on the bottom and before your cheese will burn on top. So anyway, we're gonna use this cute little bar pan. This one is great if you have like a camper or you're using a toaster oven. I use it in the air fryer a lot when I just, like I'll make cookie batter for myself. Like I make healthy cookies, you know, and I'll put half the batch, make them, and then be able to make 4 to 6 cookies fresh instead of making them all and trying to eat them fast, trying to hold myself back from eating them by only making a few at a time. So anyway, let's get started on our zucchini. All you need to get the zucchini ready to spiralize is it needs to be small enough that when you put it in here that it will fit. So I'm gonna take the blade. So we got Alfredo noodles and then the angel hair I told you about. We're gonna put that in the back. And if you don't insert this blade, then you're gonna have ribbon pasta, kind of like curly fry type. and you can spiralize potatoes. Okay, I'm gonna take off the safety here. Then you're gonna be careful, right? Always. That's one thing with these tools. They are super sharp. You're not gonna get a dull knife or anything that cuts. You gotta keep your fingers away. And they actually have a special cleaning tool that works with most of our sharp tools, just because it is no joke. They are really sharp. Okay. Even I've had people tell me their food choppers have lasted them for 30 years, and I'll look at it and I'm like, wow, it looks like it lived a good life. You know, most of our products have a guarantee, like 1 year. Some of them have 3 or 5 year guarantees. And then our cookware actually has a lifetime warranty. So if you have had Pampered Chef cookware over the years, and you know, once in a while it just needs to be replaced, Pampered Chef will give you credit towards new stuff. And our cookware, guys, oh, so good. There's this new stainless non-stick cookware. This is the best of both worlds. It's non-stick, so easy to clean, and easy to work with, but it will sear and make like brown food. It makes you just look like you know what you're doing. So awesome. All right, so I've spiralized this zucchini. Now, to clean, very easy to clean. I'll take out this blade, use that little cleaning brush I mentioned. It's called the dual-sided cleaning brush, and then top rack dishwasher, or I mean, you can just soap it up pretty easy. But I love that it doesn't waste much. Like, that's the only leftover zucchini, and you could totally just pop that in and eat it too, no big deal. So I'm gonna take my my stone and put our zucchini noodles. So find a good noodle for you. There's one. Yeah, one, right? And we're just gonna roast this. I'm gonna use our air fryer. So we have had an air fryer for a long time, but Pampered Chef came out with one last spring. And by the way, it's been sold out 3 times since it came out. It is definitely one of the most viral air fryers that I've ever seen. It's got, like, it opens like an oven. I'll show you. It opens like an oven, and then you can put a rotisserie stick in it. There is a fry basket that it comes with. I mean, it just has everything that you could want. You can bake, like I said, with the cookies. You can roast, which I'm gonna do. And I love that for the summer, right? You don't have to preheat the oven for roasting for 10 minutes. You just pop it in there, no preheating necessary, go. We've taught our kids how to reheat their leftovers and some of those frozen things so that they can just make their own lunch or dinner if we're fending for ourselves. I can't say enough good things about the air fryer. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, I don't want that big thing on my counter. And so we made space for it in one of our lower cabinets, and we just kept pulling it out all the time. We're using it now like 4, 5, 6, 7 times, like just a week. So all the time. So we did, it's pretty. It's not an eyesore or anything. I like the way it looks. So it is a good option. All right, let me we made French fries in here last night, so the tray needs to go back in. And we'll put that in. I want to go one lower. Zucchini cooks so fast on the roast setting. I'm going to go down the roast setting, click start. It's done. It's already preset. There's also a dehydrate where you can make your own beef jerky or fruit strips. And like the rotisserie is great for the fries because it will rotate the fries, and you can do like a whole chicken and like wrap it up, which I have a couple of videos of me doing that chicken on the Katie Pampered Chef Lady page. So if you're not following that, you can ask for that and I'll send you the link to it. Would love to have you watch. Okay, so let's go ahead and prepare the rest of our rice fixins. Our rice is about to start counting down. And I love to do tomatoes, and we're gonna show you the close and cut with that. So this is the close and cut set. It comes with the 7-inch knife that fits all the way through it. That's an important thing. And this knife is super sharp. It's one of the color-coded knives, which are the, what would I call this? They're the lesser cost from the professional knife. So the professional knife has a lifetime warranty. You'll get this professionally sharpened. Our grocery stores around here do that. And the color-coded knife is going to be super sharp. It's gonna be like your favorite knife for a year, 2 years, depending on how often you use it. And then you're just gonna toss it and replace it. It's not one that you can sharpen. We do have a honing tool that will sharpen blades, so you can get a little bit longer use out of it. But really, for 20 bucks, you use it, it's your favorite knife for a while, and you get a new one. So cute colors. It's come in a couple of different colors over the different years, and so keep your knives trendy. You could do that approach. And there's a whole set of these for a really great price, like $75, and you get 4 or 5 knives. So really great place to start if you've never had a really good knife. But then this is my favorite, the Santoku. In here, our Easy Read measuring colander, another little fave. You can put this on the insert of your sink and just rinse. You can take this out to the garden and pick your tomatoes. We do rinse our cans in here. It'll fit 2 cans of food. So if you're doing, for example, a barbecue chicken tacos, which this recipe is so easy. 1 can of black beans, 1 can of corn, both drained. However much chicken your family needs, our smoky barbecue rub for the top of it, and that's it. Let it cook. You can do it in your slow cooker, you can do it in the quick cooker, you can do it in the rock crock, and it is a delicious, delicious meal. Chop it up at the ends with our salad choppers, all the chicken and salad choppers, and you can serve your tacos then with salsa, or like my boys do, they love just putting barbecue sauce on it. So really yummy recipe. If you haven't tried that, as an easy summer recipe for you, or anytime recipe. So I'm gonna take the little grape tomatoes here, close it down, and just cut through. And so all of these are now ready and cut in half to go into our risotto. And this is one of my favorite things to put inside of that rice is the tomatoes. Our little 1 cup prep bowl. Isn't that cool? All done. Done once. What I use this most for, though, is to cut like a large chicken breast in half, and we'll store it that way. So I'll take my kitchen shears. These are the professional shears. I'll chop off the yucky from the chicken, and then cut the chicken in half and put it in freezer bags. And chicken goes a lot further, and you don't have to touch it every time you're cooking. So that's really nice too. That's the close and cut set. Highly recommend. And don't forget, like when you order today, if you want any of these things you order today, you're gonna get a gift from me as well. And if you would like to see the catalog, just like type in the comments, like show me the catalog, or I want the link, something like that, and I'll be able to send that to you right away. Next fixin', if you will, we've got is mozzarella cheese sticks. So I'm not sure why the recipe calls for cheese sticks instead of just mozzarella. You could do either way. We are going to keep our fixins on the side. So we grab our rice, and then we grab our whatever we want in it, because some of the fam likes tomatoes, some don't. Some do regular cheese, and a couple of us do dairy-free cheese. So I'm going to just take my professional shears and give this a chop. So this will all melt when you put it in the hot rice. And the recipe, if you do want to see the recipe, if you're in our block party, you'll see that recipe in our cookbook. There's a party cookbook if you didn't see that. And if you would just like to see the recipe linked up, just say, show me the recipe, and I'll come back and do that. All right, so those are ready. We've got 2 of our fixins in there. Next, we're gonna do some spinach. So we've got some pre-washed baby spinach here. We're gonna put this in. You could do any green that you want, but it's really yummy. Oh, it's so yummy. Garlic is another one of the ingredients that I didn't show today, but that you can put in this recipe before you start cooking. And the garlic press is fantastic for that. It comes ready to go. You just press through a clove of garlic with the skin on, press it through, and you can clean it out with a little brush tool. Keep your fingers from getting yucky on it. Smelly. Garlic press, anyone? Anyone have this at home? You can also do little pieces of ginger in the garlic press, and it works great as well. So I'm just gonna chop down this spinach. That'll be another option to put in. And the other thing that we just love in this is sun-dried tomatoes. And I should say not all of us love it, but several of us. And that will do just from the can. And the same thing, chop it up with our our tongs here. So this you can drain. You can drain these. They have oil in them. There's a little can strainer, and actually, I wonder if I have access to that still. Yeah. So before, when we first used this, we drained it with the can strainer. This will fit over the top of a can. Just put like a paper towel under it and let the oil drain out. So I'm just gonna chop up these sun-dried tomatoes, and these are so good. Sun-dried tomatoes are one of my favorite things to put in pasta as well. If you guys try that, oh, so good. All right, so we've got all our fixins ready. And the last thing I wanted to show you, are they kind of don't go with this meal, but I really wanted to show them off. We've got just a few minutes left. So I've got our other strainer set. This comes in a set of 3. This is how much they left for me to show you guys. There was a whole thing of blueberries and strawberries we rinsed off in here. But when fruit is washed and ready, they'll eat it, and that's just how it goes. And hey, what mom would be upset about that, right? So here is our cool and serve tray. So it comes with a lid, with trays, and with these freezable inserts that you can do deviled eggs on one side, and they will keep whatever you're cooking or whatever you're serving cold for like 4 to 6 hours, which is really nice if you're taking it outside for a picnic or for a graduation party or something. We also sell these in bowls where you could keep your guacamole or potato salad cold, and there's a small version as well. I like the large just because it just seems like when you start cutting up fruit, it piles up pretty quickly. So we'll fill that with fruit and serve it. Also great for a veggie tray. They didn't leave me much for that. So what could I show you? Yes, I was going to show you I'm going to show you with a bell pepper, the quick slice. So again, we're not putting this in our rice. I guess you could. I'm going to use the scoop loop here to take the seeds out of the bell pepper. Oh, there's our rice. And love the quick slice for just making things even. So when you're making a fruit tray, pineapple, strawberries, or whatever, you can just take this. It has evenly spaced blades. You can do this for a large tomato if you're making like fixings for your burgers. Just rack it down into place, and then you've got your slices ready to go. So we'll use this for fajitas or something in the next few days. I just wanted to be able to show you. You could cut it once, or you can make slices like this, and that's called the quick slice. Another favorite of ours, for mushrooms, for hard-boiled eggs, if you're making a potato salad, make it real pretty. Love that. Now another tool that's newer and fabulous is I'm letting the pressure out of the cooker, is our Rapid Prep Mandolin. And there's several settings on the back. You can see there's, this one is for like coin type things, like if we were wanting to make this type. And then the other ones are for like French fries and slices. You can do thicknesses, up to 8 different thicknesses and 3 different types of cuts. Put the food holder on here. It's got a safety, so when you're storing it, the blades are not exposed. Super easy to use. It comes with its own cleaning tool. Very easy. And you can make French fries in about 30 seconds. So if you would like to see this in action, I've got a little video. So just say, show me that mandolin, and I'll show. All right. Other than that, I think we're about done showing off what I planned to today, but are there any items that you didn't see that you love from home? I was going to show you a whipped cream. So this is our whipped cream maker, and I bought some dairy-free heavy whipping cream to make in it. So I'll go ahead and do a quick video of that and show you as well. Our pineapple cutter, all amazing, love them. So for now, let me show you our rice, our finished product there. It's got this safety on it that if the pressure's not released, it will not let you take the lid off, which is the good thing. and our what is this stuff called? Zucchini. So roasted zucchini, that took it was a 9-minute cook, so that's ready to eat. And for here, I'll grab the silicone oven mitt. I love our little silicone oven mitts just because they're flexible enough that I can like pick things up. I've had big, huge oven mitts that just don't work like that. So here's our rice ready to eat. We'll give it a little toss and let it sit in there just for a few minutes. It'll absorb the rest of the broth that we used. By the way, I don't think I even said we used chicken broth today. I love veggie broth in it too, just to kind of add more flavor, and you don't have to add as much salt. And each person will just make their bowl and add their cheese and their tomatoes, their spinach. Super easy. You can also put a couple chicken breasts in there and cook that right in there with it, same time, about 7 minutes. And I think that's all for today. So real quick, as we kind of wrap up today, on Sunday, for Sunday Funday, I'm adding a gift to every single order that comes in. So if you'd like to shop, just say like, show me the link or something like that. If you say, show me the food, I'll show you a plate, our food plated once we get it to that point. When you spend $80, you're gonna add a gift right there on your order. The gifts from me, you won't see added until after. The $130, when you spend $130 before tax, you're going to get a seasoning from me. And I'm gonna start with crushed peppercorn and garlic. If that doesn't sound good to you, just send me as soon as you order, send me a little note and be like, hey, add a different rub, and we'll let you pick one out. When you spend $150, shipping is on the house, so you'll see that when you're ordering online. And I think that's everything. Oh, I didn't talk about hosting a party. Guys, when you invite friends to order from the Pampered Chef catalog, you will get free and discounted items. So we are just beginning our double host credit month, which is huge. It's the best special of the year. You collect about 10 orders and I'll help you with that. I'll do whatever I can to make it successful for you. I've got a system down, so if you follow my lead, you're probably gonna have an amazing party. I'm highly skilled at helping people have great Pampered Chef parties at this point. So I would love to do that for you, whether it's in-house or collecting orders from friends, family, coworkers, or if you want to try inviting them to watch a Facebook party. My next one is on June 1st, so we're going to skip the holiday. June 1st is the next video demo, so you can invite your friends to that one. And there's also other ways to party, so ask me about that if it's something you're interested in. Fundraisers, discount parties where you don't get free stuff, but you'd get a discount for everyone that orders. We've got bridal showers and bridal registries. And what else? Pampered Chef is also an opportunity to earn extra income. So if you would like some extra fun in your life, just a little extra income, I'd love to talk with you about how that might work with your current schedule and how, like what our kits offer and how training happens and that sort of thing. I would love to offer that to you. Thanks for watching today. We're gonna go eat some lunch. I hope you had fun. Tell me what your favorite product that you saw demoed today, and hopefully we'll connect soon. I'll talk to you soon. All right, take care. Bye.